When you're digging into keywords, we all know the value of going after high volume words, and sometimes that's a handicap because you go too broad. So there is often value in going for low competition keywords if you align it with buyer intent. So what are some ways that you can identify some of these low competition keywords? Now, the first thing that you can look at is the actual volume. So you can go to tools like Google's Keyword Planner, but this is inherently flawed. There's some problems with Google Keyword Planner. One being that they dilute the data to begin with, and over the years, they've diluted it more and more and more. And even if they don't dilute the data, it's always seemed wildly inaccurate. So for example, there might be a word that you know for certain that people search thousands, if not millions of times per month, and it says 10 people search it. So I've always kind of had a lack of trust in the accuracy in the volume of Google Keyword Planner. But what you can do is use it as a loose metric, a loose gauge. So if you have these two words and one says 100 and one says 10,000, I wouldn't believe the actual numbers, but that does illustrate the point that one gets searched more than the other. Like what you're watching so far, do me a favor and like and subscribe. I don't know which content brings you value unless you tell me. So liking and subscribing will help me know to make more of these videos, solve more of your problems, answer more questions, and help take you to the next level. Do that now. Like, subscribe, back to the video. Now, between those two, what you want to look at is which one is more relevant to the product or service that you sell. Can it solve the buyer's problem? And so people are more likely to convert when you speak to them more accurately. So when you go for a little bit longer tail keywords, if somebody searches in a very specific phrase, they have a very specific problem, which means they're more likely to buy a very specific product. What you want to focus on is identifying that mindset. We can actually go deeper than the keywords and go into the queries. What you can do is you can use tools for content calendar building for your keyword research. A lot of people are familiar with Answer the Public, and one of my newer favorites is called also ask.com. But what you can do is you can type in some of these keywords, and it's going to tell you the who, what, when, where, and why of what people have already asked about these types of phrases, these keywords. And so from there, you can start to break these down. So we're kind of doing keyword research in reverse, because usually you go keywords, approve those, and then identify the content. In this case, we're looking at content to filter through and look for keywords that we might not have thought about. So when you go through and you look through what people are already asking search engines, another great way is using Google Autocomplete for the same reason. Go to Google, start typing in a phrase, see what it recommends. Those are things that your customers are already asking. So go through and look at those very specific queries. Get out of the mindset of broad, high volume results. Focus on low competition, low quality, long tail keywords, and you might find some gold in between. We did it. We're learning something together. But here's the thing. I don't know what videos help you unless you tell me by liking and subscribing. So help me help you by liking and subscribing so I know what videos make an impact and help bring you to the next level.